Hello everyone, Max here with yeahbuddygaming, and today I have a very special video for you all in which I will be discussing backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. At E3, the president of Xbox, Phil Spencer, announced that backwards compatibility was coming to Xbox One, which Xbox One owners can play their Xbox 360 titles on their Xbox One. Here's Xbox's announcement at E3 of backwards compatibility. Take a look.
Continues to motivate us. Last year, the team decided to tackle a feature that has been consistently at the top of your request list. And while we weren't sure it was possible, today I'm pleased to announce Xbox One backward compatibility.
As of right now, the backwards compatibility feature is only available to Preview Program members. Preview Program members are invited by Xbox who followed special qualifications to enter the program. The perks of being a member of this program is that the members get to participate in betas, in which they're allowed to beta test the upcoming update that comes out monthly by Microsoft. Well, how do you know if you're a member or not? Well, Xbox will send you a message saying that you've been invited to the preview program. All you have to do is go to your messages and go to the Xbox Live message profile. As you can see here, welcome to the Xbox preview program, and they'll give you a link to download the app. So since I have the app already downloaded, it will just launch immediately. Once you're in the preview app, you see multiple tiles explaining different things, as in the announcements, rating the update, surveys, reporting problems, etc. For the sake of it, we're going to rate this update, because we get to play Xbox 360 games now on our Xbox One. So if you press here, it will just show you the announcements for the current updates. Here they're explaining how to actually play your Xbox 360 games on your Xbox. So if you go to My Games and Apps, it will show you all the Xbox 360 games you own. So as you can see, there's a World for Keflings, Mass Effect, Toy Soldiers, and if you go to Ready to Install, it will show you the Xbox arcade games you already own. You can easily just click on them and download. So for the fun of it, I'll download N+, which was kind of a waste of money, but oh well. Now if you click on a game and go to Store, it has a normal game page like everyone else. But one problem is, you can't actually find it in the Xbox Store. So if you wanted to purchase an Xbox 360 game, which you'd like to play on your Xbox One, you can't actually go anywhere to find it. As you can see, there is none here. Now if you search up a World for Keflings, you can't actually find a World for Keflings, nor do you actually find anything directly related to World besides another world. None of these games actually have World in it, so which is kind of peculiar, but oh well. Once you launch an Xbox 360 games, it will take you to a long loading screen, one for the game, and one for the Xbox 360 sort of load screen. To actually load up the game actually thinks it's on the Xbox 360 rather than the Xbox One. As you can see here, I've signed out on my 360 to play on my Xbox One, which you can be signed in on the same time if you're playing on your Xbox One and Xbox 360. It also says I have 6 friends online, so it uses the actual Xbox 360 friends list rather than the Xbox One. As you can see, I have 20 friends there, and 6 on Xbox 360. So since it thinks it's on an Xbox 360, everything is 360. For instance, achievements. You can't actually earn any Xbox One achievements here. You can only earn Xbox 360 achievements that you haven't already achieved already. You can't actually directly look at your achievements, but if a game like Mass Effect offers it on the home screen, you can look at the achievements. But if you snap to the app, the achievement app, you can't actually see your Mass Effect achievements. As you can see, FIFA, Halo, Goat Simulator, but you can't actually see Mass Effect. What you have to do is go full screen and go to other achievements. As you can see, it's right here with your Xbox 360 achievements. So why should we actually play these games on our Xbox One and save room on it, because we don't get that much in the first place, and play it on our 360s? Well, the mechanics and visuals have been greatly enhanced. When we look at the graphics here, the visuals have been increased to 1080p, along with all the cutscenes and every visual that you see in the game, although there are rendering issues at some points in time in the game. Here's an example of the stellar beauty of Mass Effect on the Xbox One.
All formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel.
This is the Ascension.
We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over.
Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
Wasn't that beautiful? Now, let's talk about the mechanics of the game. By playing on the Xbox One, you get all the advantages that Xbox One games get. For example, you can take screenshots, record clips, and even stream live on Twitch. Pretty cool. Just to show you, I'll make a clip. And because of this, I've been able to capture some really funny moments. The drastic, crazy Mass Effect load times have been significantly reduced, taking only a fraction of the time they used to. But the game can have severe lag issues. If you're like me, being a renegade badass with a shotgun, it tends to lag. Here's an example. As you just saw, the lag can get really bad, but the game, other than that, runs very smoothly. Now, talking more about the mechanics, what does Mass Effect take up on your Xbox? Since it's like every other Xbox One game, it downloads as a zip file onto your console. So if we go into Manage Games here, you'll see Mass Effect is 7.6 gigabytes. Not really that bad for an Xbox One title. Now let's talk about the arcade games. Well, but there isn't too much to actually talk about them. Arcade games are arcade games. They don't take up much, and they run very well because there isn't that much to run. One thing that surprised me though is that the game recognizes what purchases you've made on your Xbox 360. As you can see here it says, "Oh, Twisted Pixel fan, eh?" referring to the purchases I've already made. I was actually really surprised by this. I didn't actually think it would transfer over, but there's advantages because you paid for these games, as you get little huts with characters. So just to show you, I'm actually going to make one of these huts. This is actually one of the huts from the game called Rascals, which is a game made by these developers. The game wasn't really that stellar, but here we go. As you can see, here's the little house, and a ninja rascal, and a wizard rascal. But they actually do jack shit. They don't do anything. You can't put them to do production. Really, all they are is kicking things. You just kick them around. And as you can see, they do nothing. So what's the point of them? I don't know. But the game runs smooth, as you can see. Just destroying everything, having a good time. And this is actually one of my favorite arcade games, so I'm really happy that they brought on Xbox One. While playing through this game, I actually never really experienced any problems with it. The game runs really smoothly, and it's a really fun game, so make sure to check this one out. So now I'm on my gaming PC, which we use for all our Steam-related videos, and I'm going to go on the internet here and show you the Xbox One preview program. So if you go to xbox.com /preview program, you'll see all the little things that they'll tell you. So as you see here, multiplayer, which refers to Perfect Dark Zero and World of Keflings, you can actually play with people on the Xbox 360. So there's cross-platform gameplay. Here's the actual list of all games that the preview people get to play. As you can see, there's not much actual disc games and Viva Pinata. which are actually stellar. I'd recommend actually buying those games. They are great. So if you scroll down, you see trending questions, and in one of them you actually see the Xbox feedback. So since this comes out in November, the gamers get to pick what they want to play. So all you gotta do is sign in. And once you sign in, you can pick up to 100 games that you would like to play on your Xbox 360. Guaranteed 90% of the people don't have over 100 Xbox 360 games, but I do, so I'm voting like crazy, as you can see. There's actually 78 pages of this as well. The last game, as you can see here, there's like this game here, which I never heard of, and this game I never heard of either. But all you do is to vote. You just click vote, and we'll say voted. So, you know, I'll just vote these because I feel bad for these poor losers because I've never heard of them, and they're not going to be on the program. But oh well. So that's how you can vote. It comes out in November for you guys. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you think, and ultimately subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.